All right, Shalom, Mike. And first and foremost, I'd like to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahushai, Bahashem, Racha, Kodash. I'd like to give double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. I'd like to say Shalom to the elect that teach His word in all true faith and sincerity. And today, I just want to title this lesson, Command Deliverances for Jacob. And that's what it's going to take in the time we're in, man. The Lord Yahweh Hashem Shai stepping in on our behalf. Divine intervention. Because this devil is coming down with great wrath. And it starts by the way of his laws and legislations. And it's going to fully manifest with this man and his military, But it's going to have to take divine intervention. Because there's nothing in this earthly realm. You got a carnal outlet. It's not going to work, man. So this is an article, and just the title itself, really, it reads fully jabbed. Mike Tyson says he was beaten into submission, taking the Crown Vic jab. Says he's about to die now in a wheelchair. So pretty much, Mike Tyson had to make a decision, a hard decision in his eyes. He was. It said he was beaten into submission, man. Because number one, he's already been consumed by Babylon, So he ain't had no choice. Matter of fact, it says Mike Tyson said he has been jailed for the Crown Vic, but the legendary boxer sounded compelled to share something about his decision to get it. I didn't do it willingly, Tyson told USA Today Sports during an interview at his cannabis company. I'm a little apprehensive of that. I was pretty much beaten into submission to do this because I travel internationally, and if I don't travel, we don't eat. And guess what? It's gonna see that box is gonna get smaller. See, it ain't just gonna be because you just want to travel. It's gonna be once you just want to go to a damn grocery store, or any certain established businesses, and when that, especially when that corruption is mandated. That's the only way you gonna move in this society, man. And as you can see, this man tells you that he pretty much he was pretty much forced to make that decision. Why? Because he said if he don't get it, he ain't gonna eat, and that's one of the snares. That's really, it was set up from Yahweh by Hashem Yahushai, and that's why, ultimately we're gonna need help from on high, and that's pretty much the point of this article. It's really not about the article itself, but just the point is that this man had to make a decision, but it was based off the way of Esau, really, whatever religion he followed, whatever, it still goes back to Esau, and that's why that decision went back to him getting the jab. So how much more when the Karama is implemented, man? Decisions going to be made, and we choose Yahweh by Shema Shai, man, because we know the results. So this is Psalms 44, and I start at verse 1. It reads, "We have heard with our ears, O power. Our fathers have told us what work thou didst in their days, in the times of old." And yeah, we have read the report, the works of old of Yahweh by Shema Shai concerning what he have done in Egypt. Those marvelous works the Lord have done in the times of old. And that's why we trust wholeheartedly in Yahweh Shema Shai. His reputation. You read Ecclesiastes, the second chapter tells you to look at the generations of old. It's already recorded, the Lord and his marvelous works, man. It says, how thou didst drive out the heathen with thy hand and plantest them, how thou didst afflict the people and cast them out. See? For they got not in the land, for they got not the land in possession by their own sword, neither did their own arm save them. See? So it's not of them. Read the Lord pretty much, it tells you this is the Lord's battle. Roughly paraphrasing. All these things are orchestrated of Yahweh Shema himself. So just going back to, for example, Joshua and Caleb, when they was Lord Adam going into and taking the land, it wasn't of them. It was of Yahweh Shema Shai. It was of our own strength. And there's plenty of accounts. You can go into, I believe it was Gideon in the 300. The Lord actually reduced that number to 300 to show that it wasn't of them. You would get proud, but it was Yahweh Shema Shai. It says, but thy right hand and thine arm in the light of thy countenance, see, is Yahweh Shai, man. Because thou hast had favor unto them. See, thou art my king, O power. Command deliverances for Jacob, see? And that's what it's going to have to take. Yahweh Shema Shai to command deliverance. It's going to have to be a decree set for the Lord to deliver the house of David, the elect, man. Because the time that we're in, is a time like no other. Let's get that in. I know it's in Daniel, tells you that everyone is saved, but let's get this in Mark. Let's see, it says it in Mark as well. Let's see. Bear with. Yep, this is it. This is the book of St. Mark 13, verse 19. For in those days shall be affliction, such as was not from the beginning of the creation, which the Most High created unto this time, neither shall be. See? So this time we in is going to far outweigh any other evil time in history. Yeah, you can go to 70 AD, 70 AD, and look, that's just really a prelude what the Lord's going to do in this time. You look at certain eras where a great famine took place, and a major war and a lot of deaths. There's nothing that's going to be compared to what Yahweh Shema Shai is going to do in this time, man. It says, and except though that the Lord has shortened those days, no flesh could be saved. No flesh should be saved. See, so that shows you that Yahweh Shema Shai is working, man. This is the part of the Lord commanded deliverance from Jacob. He's speeding up the time. Because it's a certain day our Lord is supposed to return. It's a certain day that, that America's going to be destroyed. And the elect is going to be delivered. But you see it's being sped up. It says, but for the elect's sake, whom he have chosen, he have shortened the days, see? And this is a decree from Yahweh Shema Shai. The Lord speeding up the days. This is part of the Lord commanding and deliverance, because it's a certain day. Like I said, it's a certain day that these things is going to take place, and we in that process to the build up to the perfect day. But it says command deliverances for Jacob, because it's nothing of this earthly realm that's going to help us from these troublesome times. It tells you there's going to be sorrows on every side. Psalms 121:1. I will lift up mine eyes unto the hills, from whence cometh my help. See, so our help is going to come from on high. It says, my help cometh from the Lord, which made heaven and earth. See, so of course we're going to lean upon Yahweh Shema Shai. The Lord is the one. It said he made heaven and earth, so he the one that dictates the comings and going. You know, is Yahweh Shema Shai that's going to keep us, man. You know, matter of fact, I'm gonna go back to this, but let's get this in on the book of Psalm 71. Psalm 71 and 1, it says, in thee, O Lord, do I put my trust. Let me never be put to confusion. See? And that starts by the way of this doctrine. That's why the scriptures talks about the perplexity in the book of Luke, St. Luke 21, where that starts about what you subscribe to. You know, whatever doctrine you subscribe to, because when all hell breaks loose, when these said perils intensify, Islam don't have an answer for that. You know, the Black Conscious Movement don't have an answer when the Quran is mandated. You know, this modern day Christianity, they don't have the answer when martial law is take place. They're going to be put to confusion. Matter of fact, it's another one in Psalm 37, I believe. Bear with me. Psalm 37. Yep, Psalm 37, and I start at 18. It said, the Lord knoweth the days of the upright, and their inheritance shall be forever. So as you can see, Yahweh Shema Shai, he's the one, he is watching over the elect, man, in this time. That's the Lord's people in this lifetime right here. The upright, which is the elect. You know, it says, they shall not be ashamed in the evil time. See? And in the days of famine, they shall be satisfied. So, it tells you that in the book of Joel, the 5th chapter, that you're going to laugh during the famine. So what type of condition, spirit, what type of state you're going to be in, you know, all hell breaking loose, despite all these things, all the turmoil and shit, you haven't been moved. Well, that's the spirit of Yahweh Shema Shai. And it starts, by the way, it is true. That says, we're not going to be ashamed in the evil time. We're not going to be put to confusion, you know, when these things take place. Why? Because this is what our doctrine centers around, you know, the deliverance. But that means it has to be a destruction, and we seeing it, you know. So back Psalm 71 and verse 1, it said, in thee, O Lord, do I put my trust. Let me never be put to confusion. Deliver me in thy righteousness and cause me to escape. See? You see, it's the Lord. He's going to cause us to escape. Meaning what? Going back, he's the power of heavens and earth. So the Lord is going to, it's scenarios that's already lined up for the Lord, for the elect to escape. You know, for an example, just going back, we just read in Psalm 37, the Lord said we're going to be satisfied in the famine. So it's scenarios already set up for the Lord. The Lord is going to have the elect to be delivered from the famine by the way of the food materializing, or you might have people that got the charagma to get you food, man. These are the miraculous works of Yahweh Shema Shai, man. But it said he's going to cause us to escape. Why? Because he dictates the comings and goings of men, man. It says, incline thy ear unto me and save me. See? That's our hope. That's what we hoping. We ain't got a formula, you know, a corn, or you got choppers and beans and rice, and somehow that's going to get you, you know, You're going to make your path to the chariots. It's not going to work like that. Got to lean on your how by Shemel Shai. Going back to Psalm 121, we look unto the hills because the help is going to come from on high. It says, be thou my strong habitation, whereunto I may continually resort. Thou hast given commandment to save me. For thou art my rock and my fortress. See, so as you can see, the Lord said he has given commandment to save me. So you got that, they have that saying, that guardian angel. Well, we actually know what that means, because you have a Christian, and then you know how they soften the blow. Now you think about naked Edomite babies with wings and shit. No, Lord's gonna have the angels to watch over us, man. Which is now is when you jump down. Matter of fact, jump down to verse 6. Matter of fact, it says, by thee have I been holding up from the womb. See, thou art he that took me out of my mother's bowel. My praise shall be continually of thee. So the Lord Yahweh Shemel Shai has been keeping us even from the womb, man. Ain't no telling how many times you and Paul die and just in this lifetime, man. All of us. But the Lord has been keeping us from the moon. And guess what? And it's gonna be even more known that you being kept when you see the turmoil, the outside elements, things are being stirred up, and somehow you being preserved still. Oh, that's why when Peter, when he got delivered, Lord caused him to escape that prison. And then after he got to the last stage out of the prison, everything, he knew for sure that was Lord sent an angel to save him, man. So it's gonna be well known the Lord gonna be dealing with you, man. When all hell breaks loose, you being kept, you eating well during the famine. You got into a concentration camp, but somehow the Lord made it a way for you to escape, man. Or even when you have to die, the Lord put a certain spirit on you to take it, man. Just look at Stephen for an example. Yeah, he was amped up. He didn't feel it when he was getting stoned. The Lord put a certain spirit on it. That's part of the miraculous works, the divine intervention of Yahweh Shemel Shai. This is Psalm 34:7. The angel of the Lord. Matter of fact, let's see. Yeah, just get to the point. Psalm 34:7. The angel of the Lord encampeth round about them that fear him and delivereth them. See? And that's what it is. Yahweh Shemel Shai have the angels camped around about the elect. And we're going to deliver them. It tells you that, matter of fact, let's go to Psalm 91. And, King David was a prophet, man. All this is prophecies for this time, man. Because this is the time where these scriptures makes the most sense concerning being delivered and having the Lord to be our refuge and divine intervention. This is the time where these scriptures makes the most sense, man. Because this is the time where it's gonna happen. That's why I tell you in Daniel, the 12th chapter, the book shall be sealed to the time of the end. That's when it's gonna be open. Because that's when it was gonna make sense. It wasn't gonna make sense for you to read Joel, the book of Joel, just for example, Joel 2 in 1893. It wouldn't make sense at all. Everything had to run its course. The World War I, World War II had to happen. Certain shit had to take place. Certain events. It's just like cooking a meal, And now everything is now ready. That's why everything these scriptures make sense, man. So this is the book of Psalm 91, and I started at 10. Matter of fact, I started at 9. It says, because thou hast made the Lord, which is my refuge, even the Most High thy habitation. See, so because you have done this, because this is our outlet, this is our formula, our answer. to the famine. This is our answer to the wild beasts. Esau coming down with great wrath, the destruction. We're going to lean on Yahweh Shema Shai. This is our game plan. It says, and it started by the way of believing the report, the precepts, the doctrine, the teachings. See, the scriptures ain't just there just to be there. Like we just read, the Lord's going to keep us from the famine. That wasn't just to be read over, because eventually it was meant to be applied for us to meditate on it, and for it to actually spark a sequence of events. That's why the scripture, when you read the book of Sirach, it tells you, then I thought upon thy mercy and thy acts of old. And ultimately, that's going to lead to the Lord to deliver us, man. You know? So Psalm 91 and verse 10 says, there shall no evil befall thee, neither shall any plague come nigh thy dwelling. See? For he shall give his angels charge over thee to keep thee in all thy ways. See? So the Lord have, he's going to intervene in men's affairs. He's going to keep the elect, man. That's who Yahweh Shema Shai is going to protect, the elect, from all these said perils. From Esau to the famine to the beasts of the field. They're going to be kept, man. But as you can see, is the Lord is going to do this. The Lord's going to send his angels. He said he's going to give his angels charge over. So this is a commandment, is a decree to deliver the elect, man. And that's why we hope to be a part of that number. You know? Because those are the ones that's going to be alive, when the smoke clear and the dust settle. Let's wrap it up on going back to Psalms 121. And I started one again. I will lift up mine eyes unto the hills, from whence cometh my help. My help cometh from the Lord, which made heaven and earth. So it's not a chopper. It's not your beans and rice, your corn up plan. You got a bunker. Somehow you already got your rations out. No, it's not going to work, man. Our help come from Yahweh Shema Shai, which made heaven and earth. So look, that means he controlled the scenarios. So yeah, you might have beans and rice, but guess what? Just like how that manna, the Lord said you have that manna for that day, or you have more than, ultimately it's gonna be worms and shit. Now ain't nothing wrong with having a little extra and shit, but that shouldn't be our refuge. That's not something we should lean upon. Cause you might not be at your house when all hell break loose, or whatever the case may be, man. That's why I say our help coming from the Lord who made heaven and earth, because he controlled the scenarios. He will not suffer thy foot to be moved. He that keepeth thee will not slumber. Ooh, see, so the Lord's going to keep us established. We're going to be grounded in Yahweh Shai. If we're deeply rooted and grounded in Yahweh Shai, we're not going to be moved. We're going to be kept. We're not going to be uprooted by the winds and the rains and the storm, these mandates. See, going back to the article, Mike Tyson was moved when he had to he was going to be cut off. When these things take place, once it intensified, we're not going to be moved. Why? Because we're rooted and grounded in Yahweh Shai. When you read, I believe that's St. Matthew 7, chapter, around 24th verse, building a house upon the rock. It says, behold, he that keepeth Israel shall neither slumber nor sleep. So the Lord, he's always there, man. Like the Lord take a break. No. He's always there, man. So and this is the time where he's ready to show his power, man. See, this right here, this time period we in, is gonna be talked about forever, man. You know, this new high holy day, new Passover, tells you the Lord in Jeremiah the 16th chapter, He's gonna far outweigh what He have done to Egypt. It's gonna be no more. The Lord have done this to Egypt, or what the Lord have done to Babylon the Greek, pretty much roughly paraphrasing. Cause guess what? That process is already happening now, because people might acknowledge what happened to Egypt, but they don't never mention, and Yahweh Shema Shai doing it. They might talk about the plagues and these devils. They might give a scientific breakdown on the domino effect of it or whatever. The one plague caused the next plague, but they don't never acknowledge it was Yahweh Shema Shai. But in this time, before you say anything about America, this lifetime, this system, the wickedness that took place, you're going to say Yahweh Shema Shai. That's why it says, but the Lord liveth, that brought up the children of Israel from the land of the north. So it says, verse 5, it says, the Lord is thy keeper. The Lord is thy shade upon thy right hand. So Yahweh Shema Shai is the one that's going to give us relief, man. It said, the sun shall not smite thee by day, nor the moon by night. The Lord shall preserve thee from all evil. He shall preserve thy soul. See? The Lord shall preserve thy going out and thy coming in from this time forth and even forevermore. See, and that lets you know that scripture was meant for this time, because guess what? This is the time where immortality to come. Lord, when we part of that righteous number, because this particular spirits on the planet Earth today in this time that's not going to taste of them. When you read Matthew the 16th chapter, it was meant for this lifetime. The Lord's going to preserve us from this time forth and forevermore, because we're going into forever now. Of course, it's going to have to take divine intervention in the height of death. So-called white man coming down with great wrath. This man, his technology, his military might, the Lord of his wrath, bringing forth these strange creatures out. These different strange plagues. Of course, it's going to have to take divine intervention, man. And that's what we hope in. That's our hope. That's what else? Because the chopper can jam. Food can spoil. Certain, these different things of the earthly realm, it corrodes. It got a time limit. It can wear out. But with Yahweh Shema Shai, hey, He's that infinite power, man. And just going back, this is a decree. The Lord has decreed the deliverance for the elect, man. So I just hope to be edifying, like to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem HaKodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Shalom to the elect that teaches word in all true faith and sincerity. DTA and Bible Soon. Very soon.